I started with doTERRA about 12 years ago, and I truly have fallen in love with doTERRA, everything that I've learned, everything that has happened in my life. I started because I was diagnosed with cancer in 2012. Sorry, that was actually 2010. And it was a very weird experience that I went through, and somebody introduced me to doTERRA essential oils. And I was so excited because I was looking for something natural for years and years. I was like, there has to be something different. There has to be something that is not toxic. And I want to be able to hold on to my health and not give it away to somebody else. And I want to have control. And so I never found that until my neighbor gave me an oil, and she said, "Oh, why don't you try this oil?" Because my daughter had some inflammation in her arms, and I took it home and I put it on my daughter's arms, and it worked amazing. And then I got invited to a class. And so I went to a class, and the speaker said, "Oh, are you interested in sticking around to see if the opportunity is something that you'd like to take advantage of?" And I thought to myself, what opportunity? What opportunity is there? And then he said to me, well, it's a business opportunity. And I thought, well, this is health. You mean I get to share health with people and tell them that they can feel better without drugs? So I was really, really excited, and I signed on. I said, oh, sign me up. I didn't even know anything about business. I had a dumb phone back then. I didn't know how to run the computer. I was quite a mess. But I love the fact that doTERRA has leaders that would train me and help me. And it's been a really great journey. I've been able to run my business for the last 12 and a half years. So I've been able to help a lot of people. Some of you are part of those people that I've helped. Some of you have been enrolled by others, but you're still here because somebody brought you to doTERRA. And I'm going to share with you today is the doTERRA business opportunity, and what its intention to do with all of us here is, what is it that you're looking for? So you want to we're going to talk about some things, but what is your reason for wanting to have a doTERRA opportunity? So we're going to be able to check out the different things that are happening with doTERRA. And then I want you to think about, what is the reason why I would want to join doTERRA? Is it because I have a mission to help others? Do I want to make an extra 250, 500, $5,000? What is your reason? Do you want to be more social? Do you want to help? Do you want to travel? Because we get to travel. So whatever your reason for joining doTERRA, it's great. It doesn't have to, not everybody's the same. Everybody has a different reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share our business bill guide, and you'll be able to see what the opportunity is all about, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen, and let's see here, there we go. All right, so this is called the doTERRA Business Build Guide, and I'm gonna go through it, and it's very self-explanatory, but it's kind of go through it with somebody that's been around for a little bit, because you get to learn more. So what is a doTERRA business? And I don't want you to get overwhelmed with this. This is just a brief explanation. But what we're looking for is financial. What I was looking for, besides a great opportunity to share products, is financial freedom. And we're going to see in a little bit what that means. But I want to share this quick story because people in doTERRA always share this. And I didn't understand it back in those days, but now I get it. And so the story goes like this. There was a man who hauled buckets of water for a living. Every day he hauled water from the nearest source to his village miles away. If he wanted to make more money, he would simply work longer hauling buckets. After many years, he grew weary of hauling buckets. Then inspiration came. If he used his spare time to build a pipeline, eventually he could be free from hauling buckets. So he labored diligently for a few years to build his pipeline. The day he turned on the valve, everything changed. He successfully created an unlimited supply of water and improved lifestyle for the villagers and himself, resulting in an abundant financial pipeline. So where are you? Are you hauling buckets? What that means is you're trading your time for income. And there's a limit on advancement and earnings. There's limited time freedom, and you're actually building other people's dreams. Or What I've been doing for the past 12 and a half years is building a pipeline. And what that means is that there's true additional income as I build my pipeline. No limits on advancement and earnings. There's freedom to choose my schedule. So I really love that I work when my time allows it. And then I'm building my dreams. And my dreams has always been to stay healthy and to help others. And now I'm aspiring to also help others to build their pipeline and to have the income and the time freedom that they want. So let's move forward to the next page and talk a little bit about changing lives and creating an income. Each of us has the opportunity to create and live the life we desire. And doTERRA is just a vehicle. You can build a financial pipeline that allows you to be free and to give. So this opportunity is very exclusive and very special. And sometimes it seems kind of unreal that something like this would be available and that it's this good. But I want to share that the networking model in conjunction with a high quality product or service presents an unparalleled opportunity for people to thrive. So what I've noticed is the product is so good and so desired. Like I have my friend here, Elizabeth, she knew that I was working with doTERRA and she's like, oh, I know doTERRA. They have the best oils that I've ever tried. So we have a very well-known name. And today I was talking to another friend of mine, I won't mention, and she said, oh, I've tried other supplements. I have to say doTERRA's are way superior than what I've been trying. I'm coming back. So that's super exciting when we have that kind of product that's working alongside with a business that we can create and help others. So I want you to kind of, I don't know if you have a piece of paper, but if you do, I want you to think about what I'm saying and maybe write it down. What would make the biggest impact in your personal life? Earning more money, becoming debt free. That's what happened to me with doTERRA. I became debt free. They taught me that I could live debt free, and so I went for it, and now I'm completely 100% debt free. Generous savings account, financial freedom, charitable giving. How about working smarter? Time freedom. That was a big deal for me because I had my three daughters and I'm going to have grandchildren some soon. I mean, not that my daughters are pregnant, but someday I'm going to have grandchildren and I want to be able to be home in case they need me. And so time freedom is a big deal for me. I love also building my dreams. I've learned how to not just become debt free and do public speaking when I need to. I also learned how to use a smartphone. I learned how to run a business. And now I'm learning how to support other people in building their dreams. I also have got a lot of self-improvement and financial planning training. So that could be something that you're interested in. And what about doing something that you love? One of my friends that's in this call, she said, I love helping people. It's something that I really, really want to do. It's kind of like my calling and health is my thing. So if that rings a bell, this is a vehicle for you. Spending time with family, traveling. We get to travel at least 3 to 4 times a year, which is really cool. Education and service is so important, serving others. So why would you want to partner with doTERRA? That's kind of the question. You know, we talked a little bit about you want to partner with a company that has a great product. We absolutely have that. We have the most tested, the most trusted products available when it comes to health and wellness. doTERRA was founded in 2008 with the mission to bring the highest quality of essential oils to the world. The essential oil industry did not have standards, and it still doesn't, to ensure purity. So doTERRA we developed our own. Well, I kind of say our own. I kind of feel like I'm part of doTERRA. I've been with them for so long. With our CPTG certified pure tested grade quality and purity standard, you can rest assured you're receiving the purest essential oils on the planet. There is nothing like doTERRA. It's too costly to reproduce. And so we have probably the most exclusive product in the market. And unrivaled products. There's no one like doTERRA. No fillers, no adulterations, rigorous in-house and third-party testing. Natural product lines address a variety of wellness challenges. So it's not just our oils anymore. We have our foundational wellness products. We have all these other lines that are fantastic that you can count on for purity and efficacy. The company, proven and expanding. We are the largest essential oil company in the world, which is super exciting that we are part of something like that. More than 28 international markets and sales in 110 countries. We are part of the $1 trillion wellness industry. And there was a survey done recently. What do people want the most? And health is number one. So we are in an industry where we can help people reach that number one priority. And our priority also is health. So as we get healthy, we help others. We are led by a diverse team of business, marketing, and healthcare professionals with 150 years of combined industry experience. And the really cool thing is when we talk about doTERRA, we have a record-breaking retention rate of 65, and I think it's actually 70% now. And what that means is that out of 100 people that purchase doTERRA products, 65 to 70% purchase again and again and again. So that is very different than other companies. The average is 12 to 18% in other companies in the networking market industry. So this is huge. We have a huge gap of success. So let's talk a little bit about the impact. We source ethically and serve earnestly. We have our co-impact sourcing. doTERRA pays growers fairly and preserves agricultural knowledge through co-impact sourcing initiatives. Each purchase, every time you buy those essential oils or your supplements, it improves the lives of growers and their communities in developing nations worldwide. So one of the things that's really funny, I used to worry about using essential oils. I was like, oh my gosh, if I use these essential oils, are we depleting the natural resources in the world? Actually, no, the more we use them, the more work we provide for these growers in other countries and the more they produce. So this is wonderful. So we are driven by generating jobs, fair on-time payments, environmental stewardship, sustaining long-term partnerships, and we have the Healing Hands Foundation. It empowers people worldwide to be healthy, safe, and self-reliant. Support a cause you're passionate about through the following initiatives: sourcing community development, the matching program, and anti-human trafficking. So if you ever get to go to one of our conventions, which I hope you ladies do, I think we have one person here, Angela, that's been to our conventions. The stories of the sourcing of the plants is so touching and so supernatural. It makes you want to cry. So I hope you get to hear one of those stories soon. So how do you become successful in doTERRA? It's very, very simple. And I've been around for a long time, and we can complicate things like anything else, but I want to keep it simple. We have 3 simple steps to building your financial pipeline. To change lives, all you have to do is engage in these pipeline building activities. They're called pipes. The more you put into your pipeline, the more you receive. And for greater results, turn up the flow. The more you, of course, like anything in life, what you focus on is what grows, right? So the number one thing you want to do is use doTERRA products. That's the number one thing that all of us do. We love our products. Somebody asked me one time, how would you feel if we knocked at your house and we said, hi, we're here to take all of your doTERRA products? And I was in a room full of people, and we were like, oh no, you would have to kill me first. We are going to keep our doTERRA products. We would not open the door and you would be in big trouble. So we love our doTERRA products. We are faithful to using them because they work. And for me, I've been able to do amazing things with doTERRA, with my health, not just my finances. And so when I share something with someone, I know that it works. So I get very, very excited about that. So what we normally do is we prepare. Like I prepared for this call and I pulled out the sheet and I've practiced it before. So preparing is really important. So we want to prepare for success by experiencing the benefits of doTERRA's products. And you don't need to know a lot to be able to share. You just have to share your testimony, and then you begin to learn as you continue to come to the events and the classes. And then you want to I invited all of you to learn about doTERRA's natural solutions. And now I'm inviting you to the opportunity. And then I present doTERRA's message of wellness and financial prosperity. So I always lead with the product because I believe if I can help people get well, they will be more inclined to helping others and to explore the possibility of having an opportunity with doTERRA. So the other thing is what this is you preparing, and then your prospects is inviting and presenting to them. And we have tools to support your pipeline building activities as you naturally share and duplicate, because it's all about duplication. Whenever you sign on with doTERRA, you get a live guide. If you haven't gotten one, please let me know. I'll make sure to get you one. And then when you're getting ready to share and have your class, 2 weeks before, I go through a share guide with the people that are hosting their classes. And then today we're doing the build guide. So doTERRA does everything for us. We just have to grab the material and read it. It's that easy. So let's talk a little bit about the step number 2. We want to share doTERRA. So all of you, someone shared with you, and that's why you are here today. And it's that easy. When I first started with doTERRA, I was so excited about the products that I would share with people at the supermarket, anywhere I went. I was like, "Hi, would you like to come to one of my classes?" And I was just, so excited. But you can share with friends, with family. I've shared with the mailman, with the mail lady. I just share with everybody because in my heart, I believe that people could really benefit from this product. And then you teach them what you know. And at the beginning, when you're first starting, I do the teaching and I do all of the support. And then you are just soaking it all up and learning. So part of the pipes, once we present, then we enroll. All of you, when you came to a class, I said, well, if you are ready to get started, this is what you do. And I guided you through the whole process of enrolling into a doTERRA wellness membership. So we invite others with natural solutions and invite them to change lives. And then we support them. I always support my team of customers, and now I'm ready to support my team of leaders. So for example, I have people that call me, I need help with this, and I could just direct them to the doTERRA 1-800 number because we have excellent customer service. But I love working with people and helping them because I get to connect with them. So that's really, really exciting. So we have a class handout that we follow, and we want to launch the business too when you're ready. Depending on what you want to do, you let me know. But let's talk a little bit about the generous compensation plan, which is a proven method to create a powerful potential income opportunity while helping to incentivize synergy and collaboration. For each rank, we're going to look at the ranks below. The range of figures represents the average potential personal earnings. So that is really, really exciting. So please note that these potential figures are not guaranteed and that personal earnings can vary depending on factors such as your time commitment, organizational volume, and the number of people you enroll in your downline. So let's look very quickly at this is euros, but it's also dollars in a sense. It's very similar. So I pulled up the wrong one, but I apologize. But it's very almost similar. So these are the ranks. So people sometimes just want to pay for their products, okay? And sometimes people want to supplement their current income. I wanted to supplement my income because I didn't want to be at a job, but you can choose to do whatever you decide to do. It's fine. So the rank of elite is 3,000 in volume. So that means around 15 people that you would have in your pipeline, and you can earn $150 to $300 per month. And then we have the premier rank, which is 2 executives, each one with 2,000 in volume and a total of 5,000 in volume. And for that, it's around 25 people, and then you're earning $525 to $825 per month. And then this is silver rank, and that is having 3 elites, which is this right here. So you would work and help 3 people get to elite, and then you can earn between $1,150 to $2,250 a month. And actually, this is average, but it could be higher than this. And then we have gold rank. You could be earning $2,525 to $4,850 per month. And then we also have a rank called platinum. So you can see the potential, and this is a month per month income. So it can get pretty exciting when you go up the ranks. And I've been gold for a long time. So I love being gold because it's very nice to be here because it's all done from home. It's residual income. So once you build, so for example, when you build to elite, this continues to grow. And from here, you go to premier. So you don't have to build this every month. Like every time you bring in someone new, that person purchases their products every month, loves them, and then tells other people about them. That means you don't have to build every single month from scratch. You already have your pipeline, and then your pipeline is growing every single month with the people you're bringing in. And that's why you want to duplicate, because that's the fastest way to grow. And then we have platinum, and we also have additional rank of diamond, which is a higher income. So we have a lot of people that hit diamond. We have over 1,000 diamonds in doTERRA. I mean, these ranks are, it looks like, wow, somebody's making that kind of money. Yes, they are. And it's very normal for people to get to diamond, but not everybody gets to diamond. Some people stay at gold, some people stay at silver, some people just want to pay for their products and they stay at elite. So it all depends what you want to do. But another way so those are the ranks that's what the ranks get you to income. But I want to show you how you get paid. The compensation plan, I'm going to start at the bottom actually. So when you enroll someone, you will get 20% off everything they purchase for the first 60 days. And then your enroller, the person who enrolled you, would get 10%. And the person who enrolled, that person that enrolled you would get 5%. So every time you help someone new, you get 20% immediately paid out the following week, which is very, very nice. And then this is the most exciting part of making money fast, which I really, really love. This is actually my favorite way to make money. It's called the Power of Three bonus. And you can make up to 1,750 very quickly. So you would have your doTERRA order. Of course, in order to get paid, you would need a 100-point order. And then you would help 3 people and have a 500 rewards pot underneath you. And then you would get $50 bonus. And when you help these people get their people, so she gets her 3, she gets her 3, and usually it's more than 3, it could be 3 or 4, and then he gets his 3, then you would get $250 bonus. And then when you help these people, each one get their 3, then you would get a $1,250 bonus. And then there's also a boost that goes with this. So you can make an extra $1,750 a month just for establishing these little pots, they're called. And it's very easy to do. And you just, help people get on the I usually help people with the foundational wellness bundle, and they love their supplements and they purchase them every single month. And all these little pots are filled, and then I get that monthly bonus, which is really, really lovely. And then one really cool thing about working with doTERRA is that you work in levels. So your level 1 doesn't have any income because that's just how it is. But when you go to level 2, you start earning 3%, and so your income starts growing. On level 3, you get 5%, which is where you have the most people. So when you look at this is level 1 right here, and you have, not a lot of people, and that's why you make less, right? But as you start going deeper into your levels, as you can see here, you're earning more percentage of the volume that they're purchasing. And you don't need to remember all this. I just want to give you like a glimpse of the potential that doTERRA has and why it's so exciting to have a doTERRA business. So that is the unit level compensation. This is called Power of 3 bonus. And then all the leaders get a pool of money paid out to them. So it's paid monthly, a reward leadership, 8% of global company volume divided among leadership ranks. So each rank gets a provision of the disbursement of the total reward from the bonus pools. So this is also another way to make money. So really, really exciting different ways to make money. And you have to look at this a couple of times in order to get it, but it's not that hard, and it's really fun because we build it together. I help you build your pods. So when you partner with doTERRA and get where you want to be, it's totally for you. It's not because you have a boss or somebody's telling you what to do. It's more about what is it that you want. Do you want to go to Italy on vacation and make an extra $500 a month? Do you want an extra 1,500 to pay off debt? Do you want to, save for retirement? What is it that you want? And I just help you get there, and doTERRA is the vehicle that we use to get there. So which path is the best for you? This is something that you have to think about individually. So some people want to pay for their products, and that would take about 3 to 10 hours per week, okay, of investing in your business. And then you want to personally enroll a few people a month, maybe 3 or 4 people would be fantastic. You can get to elite in 2 to 4 months, and you can also get to premier in about 9 months. So that's for people that just want to pay for their products and alleviate that investment. And then some people want to supplement their income, and they can work 10 to 30 hours per week. And you can enroll 4 customers, and then you want to find some business partners that you can do this with, because it's more fun when you have a group of people doing it with you. So you want to make sure you're always inquiring, hey, would you like to take a look at the opportunity? And some people will. They get very, very excited because they're kind of looking for something new, an opportunity, extra income, and this may be the right vehicle for them. So people doing this can get to elite in 1 to 2 months. They can get to silver in 9 to 12 months, and gold in 1 to 2 years. I personally, took my time because I was learning so much, and that's okay. You don't have to, it's not a race, it's a marathon. So we take our time learning, growing, and helping people. And then if you're looking to replace your income, you want to work 25 to 50 hours per week, enroll 8+ customers, and look for 2 builders a month. And you can become elite in 2 months, silver in 4 to 6 months, and diamond in 1 to 3 years. So needed hours per week is an estimate. Actual hours may vary. Some people are faster than others, but that's okay. So again, the 3 steps to launch your business: begin changing lives by completing the following action steps and building your financial pipeline. You want to live the wellness lifestyle. You also want to experience the natural solutions presentation, which we all have that are here. We want to get the live guide and complete the wellness consult. If you haven't done that, please let me know so we can do that together. You want to use your products by implementing your daily wellness plan. And then if you're ready to start sharing, then we want to make sure you create a names list. So everything is about people. So we want to make sure we have our names list, and you can scan this or download it from the website. And you just start writing the names of people that you're thinking about, like, oh my gosh, I think she would love these supplements. She really needs them, or essential oils, or the opportunity. And we start inviting people, and you can do a presentation with 3 people or more, and I do the presentation for you. So when you first start with doTERRA, you don't do presentations, and you don't do the wellness lifestyles. I do those for you, and you're just sitting there listening. And a lot of times I get on the phone with people and their friends and their family members to help them. And then we want to make sure that we launch your business. Depending on what you decided to do, we want to set up a time to talk about launching. And what I do is I set up a call that is called it's a welcoming call, where we go over the process of the business. This is just a compensation plan and some ideas on how to get started. But on the other call, the welcoming call, we go through, like, what is your goal? How much time do you want to invest in your business? What is it that you want to accomplish, and how do you want to get there? And then we put a plan together of time and classes, and we launch. And so everybody's going to be different, and everybody's going to be excited because it's your business and nobody but you is the boss. So together we are rapidly sharing hope and wellness through doTERRA's worldwide movement. And I just want to share a quick story. I met this beautiful lady at one of the networking events that I went to, and she was so cute and kind of not interested in what I was talking about, but I just kept loving on her, and she invited me over to her house, and I showed up, and she had told me she had a lot of pain and swelling in her feet, and she had a lot of like numbness, and her knees were hurting terribly. And so I brought my oils with me, and when we were chatting, she was telling me about it, and I said, "Is it okay if I put these oils on you?" And she goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I would love to put these oils on you and see how you feel." So I put the oils on her, and she was so happy because she immediately felt better. She said, "Wow, I did one foot first, and I did the knees, and I put, my favorite oils that were in my book, actually, because I always go to my book." And she was so happy that she said, "How much is this?" And I said, "Oh, are you interested in getting the oils?" And she said, "Absolutely." So I gave her the price, and she bought everything that I put on her. And it was just about putting those oils on her and loving on her and being patient and keeping the focus that my focus and my goal is to help people feel better. And so we get to do that every single day with doTERRA, and we have a great opportunity to not just help make the world better, but also improve our financial status. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share.